I started yung 2006, so mainly gumagawa sila ng mga remote controllers for helicopters. And then, noong 2012 naman, doon na lumabas yung first ever ready-to-fly drone sa buong mundo, which is the Phantom. So, familiar naman kayo sa Phantom. And wala masyadong sensor. So, maraming case na nag-crash, ganun. So, may kilala kasi akong gumagamit yun. Nakausap namin dati. Yun yung issue nila na palaging nag-crash daw kasi yung sensors niya. Pero reckless pilot rin naman siya. So, yun yun. Than Matrice 600. And 4 lang yung arms niya and customizable drone siya. So, if for example, gagamitin mo siya for public safety, gagamitan mo ng payload with zoom capabilities na up to 200 times yung zoom niya. Or may thermal capability. For example, maghahanap ka ng mga tao sa bundok. So, it depends sa kailangan. Customizable drone. Paano gamitin yung drones, drone basics, ka-apples, and regulations, and pre-flight checklist. Mabilis lang naman. So what is UAV? UAV stands for Unmanned Aerial Vehicle. So usually yan yung tawag sa mga professional term, tawag sa drones, mga ganyan. So may tatlong kinds of UAV, single rotor, multi-rotor, and fixed wing. So yung single rotor, alam niyo naman, mga helicopters. Multi-rotor yan yung mga at least may 4 or more na arms. And fixed wing yan nga yung minsan kailangan mo ng gas dito eh. Pero meron naman yung parang DIY lang. So may nakita na akong gano'n. Tapos parang umaasa sila sa hangin. Umiikot-ikot yan. So may mga gano'n at the same time may mga pang-mapping naman. So ang pinakamatagal dito na flight time is syempre yung ito, helicopter. Pero problema din is magastos sa gas. Siyempre, mahal ang helicopter ngayon. Land ka, kailangan marunong ka rin mag-land. Yung parang sa airplane talaga mag-land, hindi pwede yung biglaan. And then, ang pinakamadali, siyempre, i-control is yung multi-rotor. Kahit mga bata na nag-drone na rin. So, yan yung multi-rotor. Inspire siya. And then, usually 4 or more yung arms. So, mas madali yung multi-rotor kasi meron siyang ability to hover. Ang pagkakaalam ko kahit yung mga bata sa China may mga drones. Yun kasi yung sabi sa akin ng Chinese. Na kahit yung mga bata, yung mga 4, may drones sila. Kaya nagulat sila wala kaming drones. So, para siyang yung brain ng drone. So that's how nag-iisip yung drone. Hindi naman nag-iisip yung drone. Diyan yung kinokontrol lahat ng kailangan ng drone. So, diyan mo malaman yung altitude, diyan siya nagko-control ng movements and everything. So para siyang brain. Yes, yung mga drone dahil dito. So kahit mawala yung drone mo, meron pa pwede mo pa siya ma-retrieve sa last known location kasi may mga GPS. And then meron din silang compass. So paano nalalaman ng drone kung nasaan siya, sa north, south, east, or west, saan siya pupunta? Dahil sa compass niya. And last is yung IMU, which is the Inertial Measurement Unit. So, dyan malalaman ng drone yung flight status niya. Like kung ano yung attitude information, mga ganyan. So, usually, yung IMU and compass, yan yung pwede mong i-calibrate na ikaw na mismo. So, yung kailangan ba i-dalhin sa service center. So, if may problem yung drone, usually, calibration na ang kailangan. Which is, madali lang naman, parang iikot-ikutin mo lang yung drone. Tapos, follow the instructions lang sa screen ng remote controller. So, after yun, usually, okay na yung drone.
The flight control system is like the UAV brain, controlling different components of the aircraft. By analyzing the data from different sensors, the system determines the aircraft position, altitude, flight direction, and other parameters to maintain stable flight and execute the pilot's commands. The flight control system includes a controller, magnetic compass is used to get directional information to determine which way the aircraft's nose is facing. The IMU is used to gauge the aircraft's flight status and attitude information. After acquiring various flight data from the components above, the flight control system will calculate and interpret the data, allowing the aircraft to respond to commands and maintain its balance.
Next is propulsion system. So, dyan na papasok yung paano nga ba siya gumagalaw. Propulsion system. Isa dun is yung motor. So, ang nangyayari is from the battery, kino-convert niya yung electrical energy ng battery to mechanical energy. Kaya gumagalaw yung mga propellers ng motor. So, another part is yung ESC, which stands for Electronic Speed Controller. So, dyan, kinokontrol yung speed. So, if syempre mabilis yung drone, mas mabilis yung motor mo. Pag mas mabagal, mabagal yung motor. So, kahit pag-rotate or move forward, backward, may isa dyang motor na mas bumabagal, and isa mas bumibilis para gumalaw yung drone. So, ganyan yung paggalaw. And syempre, hindi yan lilipad kung walang propeller, diba? So, may mga propeller kasing, may different kinds of propeller. And yung iba, yung matitigas talaga, yung durable, and yung iba, yung may yung tip niya, medyo parang jelly, so rubbery.
The propulsion system ensures that the drone remains stable while airborne. In this section, let's have a look at its main components, including the motor, ESC, and propellers. The motor is a device for energy conversion that turns electrical energy into mechanical movement and allows the drone to gain lift force. These multi-rotors typically use brushless motors. In the UAV system, the main functions of ESC include controlling the motor rotation, adjusting the motor's rotational speed. Because the propellers are the most used items, they are susceptible to wear and tear. Here are some suggestions for properly maintaining the propellers. Check regularly. Be sure to check the propellers regularly and change any propellers with cracks or visible damage. Unfold propellers before flight. For foldable propellers, make sure they are fully unfolded before flight. Ensure propellers are secure.
Communication link and data communication link. So yung control communication link, ang nangyayari dyan is nagsisend ng signal controls yung remote controller papunta sa drone. Sa image communication link naman, yung mga image na galing sa camera ng drone, sinesend niya papunta sa remote control. And then sa data communication link naman, yung data na galing sa drone, like for example, yung altitude niya, yung speed, lahat-lahat, nakikita niya yung data sa remote control. So, ganun yung pag-communicate. So, and if may antenna kasi yung remote controller, minsan nakakalimutan na i-unfold. So, kailangan i-unfold siya. So, another video.
The communication link system can be compared to the nervous system of a human. It transmits signals, receives the aircraft's feedback information, and sends out commands. The UAV communication link system is comprised of the following parts. Number 1, control communication link. The remote controller sends out a control signal which the aircraft receives. Number 2, image communication link. The aircraft sends back imaging information acquired by the payload. Number 3, data communication link. The aircraft sends out data to the remote controller, giving the pilot information about the aircraft's flight status and payload. In order to ensure normal function of the communication link system, please pay attention to the following points. The firmware version of the remote controller and the aircraft must be the same. To avoid communication errors, always make sure the firmware versions of the remote controller and the aircraft are updated to the same version. The antenna must be unfolded.
Sensing system. Merong visual cameras and merong infrared sensors. So yung visual cameras, parang mata yan. So pag gabi, hindi yan gumagana. So kahit omnidirectional pa yan, kahit 360 yung visual cameras niya, pag gabi, walang kwenta na. So ang mangyari is, hindi malalaman ng drone na meron na palang obstacle sa harap niya or may tao or whatsoever. Kahit indoors, pwede ka magpalipad kasi meron siyang infrared sensor. Sa mga matris naman, 6 directional lang siya, pero and may blind spot, pero capable pa naman siya. Nade-detect niya pa rin.
To transmit signals to the object. The distance between the object and the satellite can be calculated with the transmission speed and the transmission time. When 4 or more satellites transmit signals to one object at the same time, the distances between the object and satellites can be calculated. The position of the object is given by the intersection point of the circles by drawing with the satellites as the centers and the distances as the radiuses.
Din sa support niya or padala mismo sa
120. So yun lang yung permitted ni Kaap, 120 meters lang. So may mga ibang up to more than 120 meters. So usually, alam nila pero hindi nila sinusunod. And then next is beginner mode. Pag hindi ka pa talaga marunong, at least 30 meters. Kasi nakita mo pa na maayos yung drone mo sa 30 meters. Pero pag alam mo na, pwede na kayo umabot hanggang 120 meters. So bakit 120 meters? Kasi doon nag-base yun yung mga pilots, yung sa airplane na talaga. Kasi lalo na sa mga areas na dinadaanan, kahit hindi naman pa ba yung airplane, nag-base sila sa 120 meters. So pag nasa US, kaya ka umabot ng 15 kilometers, ganyan. So, kahit nakasulat sa specs ng drone na kaya na 20 kilometers, pero dito talaga sa Pilipinas, up to 8 kilometers. More than that, mawawalan ka rin ng signal sa remote control. I mean, gagana pa naman siya, pero wala ka nang makikita sa screen niya. Black na siya. So, ito naman yung flight time para sa mga small drones, Mavic 3. Up to 45 minutes yung kaya niya. So, no wind yan lahat. No obstacles sa paligid and no wind. So, perfect situation. So, if magpapalipad ko, don't expect na may 45 minutes of flight time. Kailangan mo isipin, ay matataas yung building. So, mas mataas yung kailangan mo rin pa rin, di ba? Drone sa remote controller, okay lang. Mag-relax ka lang kasi ilang beses na nangyari sa akin yun. Palipad ako ng Mavic 3, yung consumer lang, and then first fly ko sa labas, nawalan ako ng signal. And grabe yung panic ko. Pero buti kasama ko, yung marunong na talaga. So chill-chill lang siya, pero ako kinakabahan na yun. Ang sakit na ng puso ko. So ayun siya. So usually dahil sa winds, pag malakas yung hangin, nakikita mo hindi siya masyado stable. Pero pag tinignan mo yung remote controller, stable siya. Kasi may stabilizer naman siya. Next is weak GPS signal. So pag nagpapalipad ka sa loob, yan, makikita mo yung hindi siya stable. Kasi malaki yung sensor niya, the more na mas maraming light na pumapasok, di ba? So alam niyo naman yung sensor dito. So ayan. Lahat ng malaki yung 4/3 inch or 1 inch or yung full frame camera, yan yung mga drones na for mapping. So malalaman mo agad kung for mapping siya or hindi dahil sa size ng sensor. So yung mga 1/2 lang or mga 1 and 2.8 inch, mga ganyan, hindi siya for mapping purposes. So kaya makikita mo talaga yung difference pag gagawa ka ng mapa. Yung difference ng ganun kalaking sensor, nagsistrict na sila. Gusto ata nilang gayahin yung nasa ibang bansa na yung mga permit, lahat may lisensya, kahit may hobbyist ka lang, gano'n. Yan yung drone. So, i-stick mo yan. Gagawa ka ng sarili mong speaker. Memorize mo yan. Parang alam mo na talaga yung mga kailangan mo i-check. So, yan, yung physical condition ng aircraft, propellers, yan, check mo kung may cracks or whatsoever, kung magana pa ba. Pero ngayon, wala. Nawala kasi. Ayan, so dito nakalagay and para siya, if dadalhin mo kung saan hindi masyado mag-bother. Velocity, alamin nyo dapat kung ano yung hanggang saan lang yung kaya ng drones mo. Itong mga drones na to kaya malalakas sa hangin eh. Pero yung consumer, I'm not sure. On moving vehicles, dapat hindi pwedeng maging home point yung kotse, yung taas ng kotse mo. Kasi, yun nga, moving. Wala siyang kampanteng na. Hindi ka maging kampante sa return to home. Keep safe distance from power lines. Hindi siya na industry na yun. So, yung dalan ko ngayon, ito yung entry-level na mapping drone. So, okay lang siya for carrying kasi may space dito sa baba na pwede. Makuha mong data sa lahat ng enterprise drones. So, pwede kang mag-photogrammetry. Yan, 2D map, 3D models, pwede kang makagawa. 3D models din. So, pwedeng ganito kapangit na 3D model or ganito kagandang 3D model. So, may difference ito. Next is thermal maps. Thermal maps used for inspections ng building kasi makakita yung, pwede yung ma-detect yung leak sa thermal maps. So, if may leak na yung roof nyo, may kita yan sa thermal maps. Wildlife monitoring, education, energy, infrastructure, construction. So, ito pa lang yung nandito, pero mas marami pa rin. So, let's start with architecture engineering. So, architects kasi, yung mga boss, palagi kasi sila humihingi ng reports. So, mas madali lang makapakita ng progress kasi may drone na lang nilipad, imamap yung area, mas dun, di ba? And minsan, pinapaano lang ng harness. So, lalo na sa gabi, may mga construction na 24/7. Pwede mo makuha yung coordinates. I-click mo lang yung isang point sa ground, makukuha mo na yung coordinates. Pwede mong makuha yung distance. Click mo lang point to point, and then makukuha mo na yung distance. So, yan, 53.18 meters. Based yan sa 3D model na ginawa mo. And then, pwede mo rin makuha yung area. From point, gawa ka lang ng polygon. And then, yung highlighted part, yun yung area ng highlighted part. Kung ilang square meter siya. And then next is yung sa volume naman. For example, may stockpile. May stock ka dyan na kailangan mo malaman yung volume. And then, click mo lang yung boundary na yan. Yun na yung kung ilang cubic meter siya. Yung highlighted part.
Ang galing.
Para for example, nag-scan ka and then nalaman mo na, ay may area pala na hindi ko na-scan. So at least alam mo agad bago ka umuwi. So pwede ka ulit mag-scan. Pwede kami sama-sama with enterprise drones. Ito lang dito. Audio. Actually, bawal din magpalitan. Ano lang, binigyan kami ng permission ng nag-handle sa lugar na yan. Yan yung Matrice 350. Sabi ko, pinakamalaking drone. So, kaya niya yung ganyan ka taas and ganyan ka hangin. So, super hangin dyan kasi bundok na yan. Ang taas ng bundok. And if you look closely, ano siya? Slanting na siya. Yun o, slant na siya. Pero, pag nasa camera naman, hindi mo naman may makikita kasi may stabilizer yung camera. Dahil sa gimbal niya. So, ganyan siya sites. And then, all-in-one platform. Nandiyan na lahat. Reduce cost. So, konti na lang yung tao mo kailangan mo. Pwedeng drone lang and a few people. Pero hindi naman kailangan masyadong marami. Police. So meron silang ganyan kalaking drone, and then yung smaller drones like this, and then the rest consumer drones. Emergency is pag lobat ka na, tanggal, palit. And then hindi mo na kailangan maghintay na makasagap siya ng GPS signal, kung ano-ano. Deploy agad. Diba? Very perfect siya for public safety. And pag mga matris kasi, aerated na. So kahit maulan, pwede siyang lumipad. Unlike dito, kailangan maulay lang. Next naman, tapos i-add ko rin na, for example, di ba may traffic. So, ang tagal pang makapunta doon ng mga police or mga ano man. So, at least, palipad na ng drone, mauna na yung drone doon sa place kung ano na nangyari. So, mas madali. So, ito yung direction ng camera, yung pag-scan niya. So, inikutan niya yung part na to para mas detailed yung makuna dito sa part. Yun yung example ng 3D model. Talagay mo dito sa taas. Ito yung spotlight niya and then speaker. So, if may mag-announce ka, if mag-search and rescue ka, mas madali nang makita yung mga tao. And then, if may announcements ka na, okay, stay still, dyan ka lang kasi may pupunta na magre-rescue sa inyo. So, mas madali na. Lalo na sa mga areas na mabundok, di ba? Meron abilities. So, hindi mo naman kayo, pero kita mo pa yung mga rust nito. So, ganun kalinaw yung camera niya. Dito naman, detailed inspection. So, yung sabi ko kanina, na magbe-base siya sa 3D model na ginawa ko. So, ito yung... So, may searchlight din na. 100 meters effective range. And pwede mo palitan yung ilaw. So, hindi naman talaga ganyan yung ilaw. Pwedeng blue lang or red or walang ilaw. Or white lang yung ilaw.
The new Dji multi-spectral edition combines the
Dami.
camera with 4 multi-spectral cameras. For lighting, the comprehensive image profile delivers precise action from camera production. Mavic 3M revolutionizes these operations. With a 4-foot CMOS 20-megapixel RGB camera and RGK, delivering centimeter-level positioning with microsecond time synchronization. The exact positions of camera exposure are recorded, completing 200 hectare surveying in a single flight without any ground control points. Users will get detailed information, including the field boundary, size, and elevation for land surveying, terrain analysis, and operations like spraying and fertilization. Growth differences are common with many crops, so targeted fertilization is essential. The Mavic 3M comes with 4 5-megapixel multispectral cameras and a light sensor for capturing accurate multispectral images. With vegetation indices generated in Terra or DJI Smart Farm platform, growth differences are captured on high clarity to improve crop health and conditions. A prescription map can also be effortlessly generated for precise variable rate application, which reduces cost and agricultural footprint while increasing yield potential. Mavic 3M is capable of additional crop scout tasks. Captured images can be uploaded to the DJI Smart Farm platform in real time via 4G network to identify abnormalities like germination failure, weed pressure, and crop modeling, allowing convenient both information sharing to the cloud. You can also use the platform's AI tools to monitor yield and guide agricultural activities, letting large farms be easily managed by just one person. Mavic 3M can also help with crops like corn, wheat, cotton, potatoes, and many more. With DJI O3 transmission, the Mavic 3M can conduct long-distance and large-area surveying of mountains, forests, and orchards. With a downward-facing vision sensor, Mavic 3M can follow the terrain below to maintain flight height, effectively increasing surveying efficiency. Through DJI Terra or the DJI Smart Farm platform, tree numbers can be counted, while trees and other land covers can be distinguished automatically. 3D operation routes can even be generated for agricultural drones, making spraying tasks safer and more accurate. Mavic 3M is designed to improve productivity and sustainability, making agriculture more efficient in county space. See more, work smarter with DJI Mavic 3M.
So, ganito yung itsura niya. Parang ganito yung itsura niya. Ang difference lang is yung camera. So, dito, yung camera niya is dalawa lang, zoom and wide camera. Pero dito sa multispectral, meron siyang wide camera and multispectral camera. So, nakikita niya yung near infrared, red edge, red and green. So, yan yung mga ginagamit para makuha yung data. And mostly nakadepende sila sa sunlight at the same time yung chlorophyll level ng mga plants. compact and portable siya. Pwede siyang lagyan ng RTK module dito for centimeter level accuracy. Up to 200 hectares per flight ang kaya niyang i-cover and omnidirectional. So ito yung mga data na pwede makuha sa isang horizontal accuracy na 3 cm and vertical accuracy na 5 cm. And ito naman yung Zenvis L2, which is yung may LiDAR. Ito yung LiDAR niya. Kasi ito yung RGB camera niya. So meron siyang accuracy, vertical accuracy na 4 cm and horizontal accuracy na 5 cm. So kaya niyo mag-cover ng 2.5 square kilometers in a single flight.